Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Business Talk. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you're staying safe with what we have going on with COVID-19. And today we have a special guest, Attorney Bruna Frota, and she is going to help us and give us a little bit of information on how to take care of our business, our immigration business, with the COVID-19 situation, and being that we have to adjust to the new social distancing and things of that nature. So welcome, Attorney Frota, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sal. Thanks for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to share some of the immigration information to your viewers.
Thank you. Great. So Attorney Frota is from Brazil, right? And she is licensed to practice in New York as well as Texas. And we would like, if you want to say a little bit more, something about yourself, then, please do.
Oh, yes. So I have a long resume, so I will stick to the highlights of my career, but basically in what I can offer to the community. But I speak 4 languages. I speak Portuguese, French, English, and Spanish. I'm from Brazil originally. I'm licensed in Texas and New York, but I can practice immigration law in any U.S. territory or state. I have my own law practice, but I started working for big law firms in the past, and as well as in-house counsel for a big relocation company. And in addition to having my own law firm, I also work as the general counsel for the Brazilian consulate in Houston and for a Brazilian multinational cookware company.
Great. So there's a lot of experience there. There's a lot of things she can bring to the table. And if you do need some professional help for your immigration situation, then please give Attorney Bruna Frota a call, and we'll have her number at the bottom of the screen. So if you need to contact her, you're more than welcome to. So let's go straight to let's jump into the questions. And wanted to ask you, I know that right now, because of what's going on with the pandemic, we have a lot of things or a lot of adjustments to make. And one of them is being that a lot of the immigration offices are closed to the public. So what can you give us a little bit more information on how we can, if somebody has an appointment, if somebody needs to access their services, when is it going to reopen?
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about immigration court because this is not an agency that I work with. But mainly with USCIS, the main agency that people lodge applications with and petitions, they are scheduled to reopen on June 4th, as well as the application support centers where people go and submit their digitals and photographs. So for now, this is a tentative day, but hopefully everybody's hoping this is not going to change, because this is the second time that they changed the opening day. So for now it's June 4th. And then CBP and ICE, they are working normally. The only thing is they are keeping social distancing. And the US consulates and embassies, for now, they are also closed. They are not taking new appointments unless you have an emergency. For example, you are health professional and you need to come to the US to work on the front line fighting the coronavirus, then they are opening exceptions. But hopefully everything will go back to at least normal by after June 4th.
Okay, great. And again, just like you mentioned, that's a tentative date, and we need to stay informed. So what do you recommend in order for somebody to be informed and to be well informed as to when they're going to reopen and what to do next?
Yeah, so you can keep following the agency's websites, and you can also call their 100 numbers that we can share. You can put on your screen later on, Sal. But also, if you have an attorney or if you're looking to hire an attorney, the attorney will keep you informed. So those are the 2 main ways. And also watch the news, because the news are way on top of everything that is happening in the world right now.
That is correct. And of course, the most important thing is for you to hire professional help is very important, that because the attorney knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and what's next. So if you need some professional help, Attorney Frota is available. And we'll have her number at the bottom of the screen. But most importantly, it, it's always better for you to hire somebody that knows what they're doing and that knows exactly what needs to be done and when it should be done in order for everything to come or to run smoothly. This is a very important topic that a lot of people that already have it take for granted, but the ones that don't have it, they really want it. So these are their lives, right? That they're depending on this to run their lives.
Yeah, and the good thing, Sal, is that immigration accommodated some of the requirements that they wanted before, like for example, to issue green cards so for people applying under the employment-based category. That before it was not required, then Trump changed it to require interviews. So now, because of this pandemic, immigration is issuing green cards, waiving the in-person interview. And people applying, for example, for work permits, they are usually required to submit their biometrics, being like the digital and the photographs. But because the application support centers are closed, immigration is able to use the previous data on the biometrics that people submitted before to continue renewing their work permits. So that we have some good news as well.
Great. And that's a good thing. It's going to be a lot easier for them to renew, for the transition to take place, and all that. So yeah, that covers anybody that has a work permit now, and as long as they have their biometrics on file, they're good to go, right?
Yes, definitely.
Good. So what's the, I know that they talked about an executive order, and this is something that a lot of people, I don't know, it just, I guess, kind of caught them by surprise and wanted to know what's going on. What is that about, and how does it affect people?
So the proclamation that Trump released last week, everybody was very scared because they didn't know what was the extent, right? And what was the impact on immigration. So it was not as bad as we thought, because the proclamation is not affecting anyone that is here in the US right now, going through immigration processes. So the proclamation only impacts people that are abroad and they are applying for green cards, not even like work visas or student visas or tourist visas, only people applying for green cards. And then there are exceptions. The most important ones are healthcare professionals. Healthcare professionals can still go and get their visa appointments. Spouses of US citizens, children of US citizens, investors going through the EB-5 program, they all can still go and get their visa appointments for 60 days, okay? So that bar will be lifted within 60 days, or they can extend as well. It depends on how the pandemic will improve or will make it easier for people to, like, people will get more educated on social distancing. We don't know, or we might find the vaccine or a cure. We don't know yet. Mm-hmm. So the proclamation will be valid for 60 days. But the impact, as I said, it was not as bad because right now consulates and embassies are already closed. So nobody is able to get a visa appointment anyways.
Right.
What is the most concerning about this proclamation is that Trump will most likely within 30 days issue another proclamation to also include work visa applicants. So companies that have people coming over with work visas from abroad, or maybe people with work visas here, they might have a ban for some time, which we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to be the extent. We don't know what's going to be the impact. So we have to wait and see.
Okay. So yeah, but like you mentioned, this is just It's just postponed, and you know, a lot of people waited a long time. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's not completely canceled. It's just postponed for a few months, and hopefully they'll resume operations. And this will be something that a qualified attorney will be able to be informed, and will be able to inform you. So if you hire one, then you're set as far as being informed on what's going on. Is that correct?
That's correct. For example, with my clients, I keep my Facebook page, my Instagram, I send newsletters all the time. So every time I have any updates from immigration, my clients are being well informed of that. And then if you wanna as well get updates from me, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram.
Great, awesome. That's a good thing of having somebody qualified by your side helping you, right? And
Yes.
what happens with the help if somebody is what they call the public charge? Is that something that's going to affect anybody when they have, let's say they have the symptoms and they feel like they should go to the doctor, but they're going through the process? What should they do, or what do you recommend?
You should not think about so the first thing I say is think about your health, right? You should go and get treatment, and then you can deal with the financial aspects of how you pay your bill later on. The most important piece of advice is before you apply for any type of government benefit to help you pay this medical bill, talk with your attorney to make sure that this assistance will not affect your ability to obtain a green card in the future.
Great. So yes, very important. Get all the information right. Talk to an attorney, a qualified attorney, somebody that knows what they're doing, in order for you to proceed on what to do next. Well,
right.
Is there any additional information you would like to give to our viewers, Attorney Frota?
Yeah, I believe we covered the most important hot topics for now, Sal, but if you have any specific question about your case, I'll be more than happy to respond. I'm gonna leave my cell phone and my email. Feel free to reach out to our office.
Great. We will definitely have it on the screen. And if you need to talk to the attorney, I know that you mentioned that you speak several languages. So that's a big benefit as an immigration attorney, and if not just only English, but a few others. So please don't hesitate to give her a call and ask her the questions that you need. And if you need to hire one, there she is, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Great. Well, thank you for your time, and hope you have an excellent day. Stay safe. And I appreciate all the value that you brought. Hopefully we brought plenty of value to our viewers, and they benefit from it. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Sal.